Good evening, Jason. Here we are, president and founder of CodeLaunch, this event, CodeLaunch 2023. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting this on in your time tonight. Tell me about, what's your vision? What's your purpose here?
So CodeLaunch travels from market to market, and we find the best early stage tech startups that are having a little trouble closing that first meaningful funding round. We level them up, we build their tech for free, and we put them on stage to showcase them for local investors and VCs and angels. And we do it all inspired by the tenets of conscious capitalism.
All right, so those tenets of conscious capitalism, how do you see that as differing from your traditional for-profit driven business models?
Well, to start with, the CodeLaunch event is very expensive, and we produce it at great cost because it brings together all the different people and organizations and communities that make up our stakeholders, and it creates value for them. And in turn, it just so happens it creates a lot of value for us back. And I discovered this on accident when I started CodeLaunch in 2013, before I knew what conscious capitalism was. I learned about it after Improving acquired us. And so I like to say that I was unconsciously conscious capitalist, and I was seeing the same benefits that conscious capitalism talks about.
So you mentioned stakeholders just a moment ago. How do you identify your stakeholders?
Well, I did that at the first ever conscious capitalism meeting I went to. They explained that step one, if you want to try to adopt the stakeholder mentality, the first element you have to do is identify your stakeholders to which you create value. So I just thought about all the audience that had been coming to CodeLaunch, the startups that we help, the VCs and angels that are looking for deal flow, the technology community that really needs each other to get these software development companies that might compete actually also might collaborate a lot. And we found that when we have a CodeLaunch together and we leave in the wake, they work together a lot more than they work apart. Then there's education, STEM students, municipalities, governmental agencies, faculty at higher ed, and the whole startup ecosystem is full of folks that can benefit from participating and supporting CodeLaunch.
So thinking about this technology community, we've got a lot of bright technologist entrepreneurs here tonight. How do you help them focus on what we would say is technology for good and elevating humanity?
Well, we definitely have a category of startup applicant called Impact. So we look for impact startups that are head and shoulders above the rest, and we try to put some of those on every stage so that the crowd that votes for the winner, they may choose the $1 billion potential idea, or they may choose the $500,000 idea that's going to really change people's lives for the better. And, to us, it doesn't really matter who wins because everybody wins at CodeLaunch.
It's fantastic. All right, everybody's a winner, but a piece of advice that you would give to our participants tonight.
Vote like you have a $10,000 check in your pocket, and you have to write a check before you leave, and you have to let that money go. So think about it like feel like an angel investor, and decide this is the one I'm going to let this go on. I may not see this again for 10 years, 7 years, 5 years. Hopefully it's a lot more. But that's the way. That's how I would advise our attendees who are going to help select the winner today here in Atlanta.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Mr.
Appreciate
Sparrow.
it. Take care.